Hey, good morning. Chuck here at Apple Drains. Today is Monday maintenance day and we're working on seawalls. Take a look. How many times do I see this in a day? We've got a 6-inch corrugated pipe and we are at a marina. This line runs under the sidewalk. You can see it on the other side. It's just packed full of dirt, just packed full. And of course it's supposed to drain. They've got a sandbag to keep the debris from going over the sand, over the wall. You can kind of see what's happening here. You can see the erosion taking place here. Another one. Water does drain under, and you can see the proof of it because it's so eroded underneath. They allow it to drop down into, the water. The seawall is very important and it's very costly to fix. This one does not have a pipe underneath. The water gets trapped in this area right here. You can see there's another one here and another one, and it just continues all the way down the seawall. So we're out here giving an estimate to clean all of these drains that go under the walk. I guess there's 14 of them all together, and it's really a simple, we'll run the 1065 and the jetter, and I know we can open those up. They're not collapsed or broken or anything, but they need to maintain these drains. Here's another one right here, and real simple project, but maintenance, guys, is so important. It's so important, so important. It is so costly to repair. You can see them over here as well. This is actually a different property, but they've done the same thing to allow this sheet water, the runoff. Any place you've got a paved surface, you're going to have runoff. And the runoff here, when it rains, you can imagine it's tremendous. Here in Florida, it's tremendous. Water just pours over that seawall. To replace this seawall, you take a guess what it would cost. We're talking, $1 million plus. So even right by the water, water does damage. Can you see here between the sidewalk and the seawall, you can see where they've cut openings inside there. And they usually put a sandbag in there to try to keep that water from eroding that area. But take a look. You can see the 6-inch pipe. They've got perforated pipe, runs under the walk to the other side, and of course it is all backed up, full of sand. And it runs, all the way down to the Port Authority. Same thing coming this direction. So we're going to leave an estimate to not only clean some of these drains, but also to put some new ones in. Save this seawall, because it's truly thousands, and it's $500,000 to replace the seawall. And you can see another 6-inch line here. That one's solid pipe, but you can see it's just buried in the dirt, and that water has to flood under and over. And you can see what's happening just to this side of the seawall. It's all cracked up. So they want to save that wall. That's the object of this. Here's another one. It's getting cut by the lawnmower, and it just runs straight over. And this one actually does it have a cap on it? Nope, it's just totally packed full. So we're going to leave an estimate to clean those and replace those as well. But yeah, you can see the difference here of the seawalls and what's going on, trying to stop erosion. And they did a good job. They cut the slices in here, put a sandbag in there, but you can see on the other side of that, see how it's all just falling apart. It's just all cracking apart. Bigger marina than it looks like. You can see some of the larger boats down there, and these are not moored here. In other words, they're working on these boats. And also the shipyard where you store your boat, they've got a giant lift to lift these boats up and out of the water where you can work on them. And then there's some liveaboards where people live on their boats. Huge vessels come in here and get work done. Takes years to get these boats refurbished where they can get back out on the ocean. So Monday maintenance day, and we're working on seawalls. I thought that was interesting. Got 2 of them in a row. One here in Green Cove Springs, the other one's in Jacksonville. So Monday maintenance day, we're actually up here in Jacksonville, and we've been working on seawalls all day. Right here on the St. Johns River, and a problem, they've got a 6-inch line, it's a French drain. Let me show you what's going on here. So this is a 6-inch French drain. It is wrapped in geofabric, and it starts, it empties into the seawall right behind me there. And we've dug it up. You can see here the line continues. You can see all those tree roots, massive tree roots, found it again. And the line goes up beyond those cypress, and it turns and it goes across the yard, and that's where the wet spot is. It's really wet there. It discharges down here at the seawall, and the water does come out. Even though the line is backed up, we're going to go ahead and send the cable down through the line and see if we can't find out what's going on. Is it full of roots because there's all those trees, or what's going on? So this is the best way to find out. It's not really just a maintenance that we use the machine for. It's exploratory. In other words, we're going to find out exactly what's happening here. Exactly. So we're cleaning that line. Next, after we clean the line, we'll go ahead and run the jetter as well, because I have a feeling that it's not tree roots. I have a feeling that it's sand inside of here. And you can see the jetter, it easily goes through there. You can see the water coming out. But the jetter was getting stuck right here by the seawall within about 2 feet. And the homeowner told me that that's a new seawall, which means there's another seawall behind it. And where they made that connection, that's where the problem is. In other words, the pipe is probably offset. And what's happened is that because it's offset, the erosion along the seawall is pulling sand down and under the seawall, also filling up the pipe, the 6-inch pipe, with sand. And the sand is backed up 50, 60 feet down that 6-inch line. The jetter opens it up, but we still need to go ahead and make a repair. We'll have to dig that up there at the seawall and make a repair, find out more of what's happening. So from out there at the seawall, we sent the steel cable down through the line. Remember, we use a Spartan 1065, which is a sewer and drain cleaning machine, and we use it to clean French drains, downspout, yard drains. That line came all the way past these cypress. You can see the big knolls of the cypress, how it puts out the roots. The line turned, it came over here. You can see here's the wet spot. It comes right over into here, and this was the problem. Believe it or not, the cable only had sand on it. It did not have tree roots. We're right underneath the Jacksonville airport, so if it gets loud here, I apologize. But actually that's the NAS. This is the Navy. That's the Navy. That right here at the seawall, there's actually, this is a new seawall, and there's an old seawall right here, and it went bad right here, causing, you can see he's added soil, tons of soil to try to solve that problem, because it's eroding going down under the seawall. That's the problem. The fitting that they use, however they put that together, is the problem. So we're going to dig that up, replace about 10 or 15 feet, let it discharge right out into the St. Johns River. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.